What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Captain Titan, and today we're going to be going over real quick the patch notes for the new season, for Season 4 of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So first of all, Season 4, we have this dude with Angry Mask. I don't care about your privacy policy. Alright, let's get right into it. So globally, across all the games, you're going to have 100 new Battle Pass tiers, including the new MG82 and the C58 Assault Rifle. 5 new weapons throughout the season. I think 3 came at launch, or 2 came at launch, with the rest coming mid-season. The Groundfall launch event, similar to the Hunt for Adler. 4 new prestige levels, 16 to 19. New content in the prestige shop. New weapon unlock challenges. You can now gift battle passes. New challenge tracker, the new lobby theming and more in music. So multiplayer specific. If you guys are Cold War players, you're gonna care about this. If you don't, you're not gonna care. For multiplayer, you have, first of all, new 6v6 maps, Collateral Strike and Hijacked. Hijacked from Black Ops 2 was one of my favorite maps, so I'm excited to see how it plays. I did hear it's a little campy, though. Combined arm maps, Collateral 12v12. So Collateral Strike is just like, cut down version of Collateral. Same deal, the way that we have Crossroads Strike and all that sort of deal. New gunfight and face-off maps, Amsterdam 2v2 and 3v3. Pretty sure it's going to be ripped right from the first campaign mission, which I think is cool. New multiplayer modes, One in the Chamber, multi-team sat link, hardcore hardpoint. So hardcore hardpoint, One in the Chamber, really simple, we already know what that is. Multi-team sat link, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like headquarters in a way. Next up, we have a new feature playlist, Hijacked 24/7 and Cranked Hardpoint. Cranked Hardpoint is going to be super fun for doing, for getting lots of kills and stuff, so that's going to be super fun to just try out. Next up, we have the new core streak, the Hand Cannon. It basically is a Desert Eagle, and it's basically supposed to be a reskin of the Annihilator pistol from BO3 and 4. 20 new multiplayer season challenges, and plus more in season, including the Rush 6v6 map and Capture the Flag. So in League play, they adjusted the skill division, LC10 and AK are now restricted, and there's going to be changing more in season. Zombies, they made a new Outback region at the zoo. I heard Outbreak is kind of dead, but I still want to try it out some more. There's a new main quest story, and then there's some more intel. And then on top of that, there's some more zombies tracks to unlock for the music for the music player, so that's pretty cool. The new operator missions in zombies. There's a new onslaught map for PlayStation players called Collateral, which is the multiplayer map. 20 new zombies challenges and more in season as always. So this is the roadmap that they gave us. So real quick, if we just look right here, we have, first of all, the crash sites for Warzone, Verdansk Mini, Resurgence, Payload. And then you have Hijack Gulag, the Dirt Bike, the Red Doors. Operators, you have Jackal, Salah, and Weaver. You have the Hand Cannon, you have the C58, the MG82, the OTS-5, the Mace, and the Nail Gun. 3 new prestige levels and the ground vault event. And then the multiplayer, you have the Collateral map, Hijacked, Amsterdam, Rush, which is from Black Ops 2. I love that map. One in the Chamber, multi-team sat link, Capture the Flag, which is like a fire team mode, by the way. New Outbreak region, an Outbreak quest, and finally, after many months, a new round-based zombies map, Mauer Toten. So basically, they're talking about what they added in new in terms of operators and weapons. So the Groundfall event, I think this still just looks really cool. So it's a limited time event. You complete these challenges within Warzone. In Black Ops Cold War and Warzone for exclusive rewards, which you could get a secondary weapon blueprint. So that's pretty cool. So I recommend you guys try that out. It shouldn't be too difficult. Multiplayer, they did add in some maps, they changed some things, and they added in the new Hand Cannon, which, as you guys can see right here, is a Desert Eagle with a little scope on it. So again, it's trying to reskin the Annihilator. Next up, we have in Zombies, there's this is multi-team Outbreak, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, not Outbreak, Uplink, as I said, sorry. The Amsterdam map, yep, it's just right from the campaign mission. I think this is cool. I love this mission. I thought it was really fun. Some more reactive camos. There's a CDL skin. I don't know. Is that a CDL skin? I think it is. So the 80 Action Heroes modes will be happy to know that we're also bringing back Cranked Hardpoint to multiplayer. So it's not just a featured playlist from that event. So that's always great. League play, they're making some things. They're making some adjustments to if you finish top 25, top 10, top 5, a victory, a hot streak, 3 consecutive wins, and diamond, which is 6 total first place finishes. Zombies, in terms of zombies, they're adding in a new map, and they added in the zoo region, as we already went over. This looks like a pretty cool region to explore. I don't know what the hell the dog's trying to do. He's not a very good boy. And they added your boy Gregory Weaver from the campaign and from Zombies, so he's gonna be really, really cool. He's gonna be one of the operators I look forward to. They're talking more about Mauer de Toten, how this takes place in Berlin and in around the Berlin Wall. Really, really fun, really, really cool here. Next up, we got assault rifle tuning. They changed a lot of the barrels around. So in most cases, these changes improve the damage range of suppressor attachments for assault rifles and for those who prefer a stealthier approach. Yeah, so pretty much they're just making some minor adjustments to the suppressors for the Cold War guns in multiplayer and for the barrels for Warzone, I'm pretty sure. So global, you have the ground fall event, the battle pass, and the operators, as already described. Sorry for the hiccup. Drink some water. So for the weapons, they added in the M82, MG82, the C58, and the nail gun. Nail gun seems pretty cool. The C58 is pretty cool. The MG82 is absolutely broken, I've heard. The game's utterly chalked now. They've added in the PPSH and the Swiss, for the unlockable challenges for them, because earlier they were battle pass. Now that if you didn't get them, they added unlockable challenges. Assault rifle tuning, basically what they do is they reduce the range penalty on the suppressor for the XM4, on the AK, for the agency suppressor, and the normal suppressor. They reduce the range for on both of them for the AK, reduce on the normal, increase on the GRU for the AK. Sorry, XM4. The QBZ, they just increase the range on the normal. FFAR, reduce the range on both. Krig, reduced on the agency. Grossa, reduced on the range on the normal suppressor. Increased on the normal. Farah, it reduced on the GRU, increased on the normal suppressor. You can now gift the battle pass bundles, and store bundles to the friends. So you can also even buy skins. So when like a skin comes out, you can just gift it right to somebody. You can get a 60 minute battle pass, double battle pass XP token for sending your first gift between June 17th and June 30th. So that's really cool. 2-factor authentication is required for gifting, as it is in like Fortnite and other games. Free bundles and limited time bundles and franchise store bundles cannot be gifted. So like the CDL skin, the PlayStation exclusive skins, those cannot be gifted. So challenge tracker, progress towards daily active challenge that can now be viewed in the options menu. Progression, they've actually reduced the amount of XP needed to progress through season levels in Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare, so that's really good. They added some prestige rewards, so you get tier skips, you get some prestige keys, emblems, new prestiges for going through all the levels. The prestige shop, they added in the animated bacon calling card for Black Ops 2. I love that one. I thought that one was very fun. For once they reach season level 100. For music, they added in the the Inferno, the Alistair's theme, the Damned 4, the Reflections. By the way, I went over the entire battle pass in another video, and I'm going to link that right below, and I'm going to add a card to it somewhere in the video. So just feel free to go there if you want to see what's in the battle pass. So in terms of maps, they added Collateral, they added Collateral Strike, they added Hijacked. You know, they have a Hijack 24/7 playlist. They added Amsterdam, which is going to go into the Face-Off playlist, the 6v6 on 3v3 maps, or the 3v3 on 3v3 maps, or whatever Mosh Pit game modes. I don't even know what it is anymore. Standoff, they updated the hardpoint spawn, so that's going to make it play a little better. So yeah. Modes, one in the chamber, which is what everyone loves. You start off with 1911, the Magnum, or the hand cannon. So that'll be a little unique to see which one you get. You miss your shot, you have to melee. If you get a kill, even if you melee, you get a bullet back. So let's say whatever. You already know. Multi-team sat link. It's like one of those fire team game modes, almost like domination, or like not domination, more like headquarters for fire team. Cranked hardpoint's really cool. Cranked hardpoint, multi-team elimination, prop hunt, score streaks. They added the hand cannon, custom games. They added a sprint recovery delay. 20 new challenges. They got new criteria for the vehicular warfare. So here are our playlists for the week. We got Hijack 24/7, Multi-Team Sat Link, Party Games, Face-Off 6v6, Cranked Hardpoint, 12v12 Mosh Pit, Nuketown 24/7, Gunfight Blueprints, and Multi-Team Elimination. Here we are. So League Play, they just restricted that. I already said all this stuff. Dead Ops Arcade, they changed up some stuff in there, so the Poppy's room is no longer a thing. The chickens are spinning out. Now use the last weapons players welcome gun thing. Stability, they just added some general improvements to it. Maps, another map for Onslaught. Progression, as I said, with the XP, the guns, the gameplay. They added problems with brain rot for zombies, for the perks. So that's pretty much everything we have to go over today. There are some weapon tuning for in terms of Warzone that I'll talk about, and that's right now. Alright, so here we are, everybody, on Raven's website. We're going to talk about Warzone changes real quick. So for the playlist, they've added in Resurgence Mini Trios, Plunder Quads, they've removed Blood Money, they've removed Resurgence Duos, and they've kept Resurgence Quads. Thank you for that. Next up, the Groundfall event. As I talked about, you just do these challenges, you get your things. So, Tier 0, you get, so like they just went through everything you get. I already went through all that in a separate video. Again, as I said, I'll link it. They've added red doors across for dances like the fast travels, like the trains. Downtown towers under new management, so it's no longer called Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard. It's now just called Downtown Tower. Hijack Gulag, Satellite POIs at Krovnik Farmland, Block 18, Block 16, and the Gorar Bridge. They've added some Pride calling cards. That's pretty cool. So down players who now disconnect, they'll drop your loot and they'll give you kill credit. Thank you. Yeah, so people would just rage quit, so that's kind of, annoying. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So they've added 120 hertz free, 120 hertz support for PS5 that requires 2.1 HDMI monitors. So that's something. If you guys have a PS5 or you do that, that's cool. They've added the dirt bike. It's the fastest vehicle in the game, but it has very limited cover. It allows for 2 people to be on it, and you can put a trophy system on it, but must stand at the top of the bike and can fit 1 player on the saddle and one on the fenders. All right, that's very simple. Alright. Loot that spawns, they've added the C58 and the MG82. The combat bow kill streak was also added. The self-revive spawn rate's been reduced. Thank you. The 1911 now takes 3 hits to require the bonus. Thank you for that. Snapshot grenade increased the reveal timer. That might make them a little more viable. And they're now also revealed to your whole squad, so that's also really good. Custom mods. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hated like breaking up my Cold War classes because then I'd have to remake them, which was really, really frustrating. So on the specialist token, they've added it back into the game, and they've decided that they're going to take out the weapon perks, and they're going to decrease the rarity of the spawning. So because they think that like adding it in makes it really, really good for the game and just to make it more fun, but they don't want to make the process for getting it so streamlined. So they want to make it more randomized. So they're adding it in, and they're making it a little less overpowered so they can add in some variety to the game. And also, it doesn't drop upon death. So that's another thing. Bug fixes, they fix some dev error, challenges in Quarry. Down movement would be slowed. Attack Rifle Charlie, which I believe is the DMR, or it's definitely not the Type 63, whatever. Gas closing in voiceover for Resurgence, okay. Scav contracts inside the building near stadium. Plunder contracts were not properly showing. Farah 83 icon were misaligned. Yeah, that was a thing. Survive a finishing move if you started using like one of those like center things. Pings on a minimap would disappear without audio. They fixed something with the infill sequence on Rebirth. I believe, yeah, a corner in Rebirth they call Sunflare. And GPU, when GPUs would run at high temps. And finally, they'd fix several missing collision map exploit issues in Rebirth Island. Alright, so for the UI and stuff, they added stability for to favor up to 14 operators. That's cool. Friends list has now improved responsiveness. They added in ability to filter through faction, ability to preview skins in the customization menu, accessible only for unlocked operators. Added the ability to play with teams. So let's say you filled in with a team that you enjoyed playing with. You don't have to add them all and replay. You can just play again. New guns, they've added in the MG82. So they've added in the MG82, the C58, the nail gun. Baseball bat is coming. This is also here. Sorry, the OTS is submachine guns are going to be added in season. Same with the mace melee weapon. So here's the weapon tuning. They have okay. So this is all basically essentially what they've done. They've nerfed the AMAX. Thank you. They buffed the Groza and the Scar and the XM4 and the AMP ballistic knife. Nerfed the Street Sweeper. Buffed the Barrett. a variety of different changes to the Swiss, buffed the AUG, a lot of things to the Bullfrog. KSP got a buff, Milano got a buff, Bison got a buff, and so did the DMR. I'm afraid of the DMR. So they've decreased the upper torso damage multiplier for the AMAX. For the Rosa, they've increased the minimum damage, which I think is pretty cool, and they've also buffed up some of the multipliers. I don't know what's all right. Yeah, the Scar, they've increased the neck damage multiplier. Yes, that was missing. And same with the upper torso. XM4 neck damage, they increased that. Handguns for the amp, they increased the maximum damage range, and they've increased the secondary range, and they've also done some multiplier changes. The ballistic knife, they increased the velocity of it. They increased the neck damage multiplier and the upper torso. Shotguns, they've decreased the damage ranges, and they've lowered the ranges at which these the damage will occur. Sniper rifle Charlie, which I believe is the Barrett, they've increased bullet velocity, and they've increased your multipliers. The Swiss, they just changed some optic stuff. Submachine guns, I don't know what the submachine gun alpha is. Yeah, oh, the AUG. Yeah, so they increased some multipliers. Iron Sight's ADS position was changed for the Bullfrog for your visibility. The KSP, they increased the damage range. The extremity multipliers, they increased those as well. The Milano, they increased damage, and they changed around with the multipliers and stuff. Similarly, tac rifle with the submachine gun Echo in Modern Warfare. I don't know what that is. Yeah, much like its Black Ops Cold War counterpart, on well placed shot, this could change. I believe it's the MP5 then. Let me just double check. No, the Bison. Sorry, the Bison. That's what the counterpart was, the Bullfrog. All right, the DMR, they decreased the recoil magnitude. So they buffed that back up. Okay, so they changed a lot of the stuff. So for the combat recon, they increased the velocity on the combat recon for the snipers. The assault rifle, the Ranger will now increase bullet velocity, vertical recoil, and hip spread. And the takedown will now increase effective damage range, horizontal recoil control, and hip spread again. Reinforced heavy on assault rifles and the match grade will now increase your bullet velocity, effective damage range, horizontal recoil control, vertical control, decrease ADS speed, decrease sprint speed, decrease ADS speed, and increase hip fire spread by certain percentages. Task Force and Spetsnaz and the RPK and the CMV and the Milspec, a bunch of different names. Increase your bullet velocity, increase your effective damage range, increase your horizontal recoil, increase your vertical, decrease your ADS movement speed, decrease sprint speed, decrease your ADS speed, and increase your hip spread. They shifted up some things with the optics, the Royal and Cross, which looks like the VLK now, the Axial, and the other reticles have been updated, and the Bruiser grips have been increased your stability, and that's basically all we got. These are the update sizes. 11 and 11 for the PlayStations, 11.2 and 11.2 for the Xboxes. PC, 12.3 for standard, 13.5 for Warzone and Modern Warfare owners. And that's basically about it. You'll need some extra hard drive space, and that's about it. So thank you all for watching. That was really long, and I'm gonna go drink some water. Now my throat is dry as hell. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy my input and my reporting on the Battle Pass, please drop a like. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. And I've been Captain Titan, guys. Signing off.